One woman in particular even met her husband.
Then the water sort of subsided.
We brought up
and
125 pieces of heavy earth-moving equipment, and graders, bulldozers, front payloaders, and all that sort of thing. And on the river, and some of them had opened, and there were bodies floating down the river. So we inoculated, I guess, half the population of Ansonia.
There was worry, of course, about things like typhoid and all, because the Naugatuck River was not noted for its pure water in those days, and having swept...
The silt was about, I would say, a good 8 or 9 inches deep. So we drove right up to City Hall, and Bill Sheesby was there, and he braced me, and he was so down the river, and some of them had opened, and there were bodies floating down the river. So we inoculated, I guess, half the population of Ansonia.
There was worry, of course, about things like typhoid and all, because the Naugatuck River was not noted for its pure water in those days, and having swept...
Completely covered with debris. I mean, anything you mentioned, it was in the streets, from mud to barrels and huge storage tanks, oil storage tanks. And the cleanup was a tough job, but it's surprising the number of people who...
Amount of damage. Major manufacturers such as Farrell's, American Brass, Keyright, and Lewis Engineering, along with countless small downtown businesses throughout the valley, were severely damaged, if not completely wiped out. It would take low-interest loans as well as local, state, and federal funds to rebuild, and the Naugatuck River drew national attention. Stories went out across the country about the destruction and the challenges faced by the people of the East Coast.
Our cameras come upon Waterbury, the brass manufacturing center, 90 miles from the heart of New York City. The scenes of heroism and rescue you are about to witness have...
That came out, there were 2 pictures, one taken by her and one taken by me.
I am going to consult immediately with the leaders of Congress. If necessary, I should call a special session. But what I want to talk about now, just for a moment, is this.
One woman in particular even met her husband.
Then the water sort of subsided, and they called in the national government.
Reporting from Ansonia, Connecticut. Before me, as I look up Main Street in Ansonia, we can see that for a space of about 1 mile, every storefront on both sides of the street has been completely destroyed by tons and tons of water here. Every storefront destroyed except one.